Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a fun one for you today. I've got a sort of hero type section here with an image. I've got 3 buttons here. When I click on one of them, it's going to pop up a little blurb module with some info and an image up there. Click on it again, it's going to disappear. I've also got another one here, another one here. And you can click to show and hide as many of these as you want or as few of these as you want. Now we're not using hide and show for this because if I did that, this whole section would collapse if I had nothing to view there. We're actually toggling an attribute. We're using opacity to do this. So it's actually still there. It's just making it invisible when we do this. So we're, like I say, still got the height there. Really easy to do and a great thing to learn. So let's get started. I've got this page open. Let's go down. We'll add a new section. I'm going to throw 3 columns in my section. I'm going to use a blurb module. And let's add a button underneath. Now, I'm not going to go to town on the styling with this. Let's just add an image to our little blurb here. Just clicked on it. Under content, image and icon. We'll throw in one of these crazy cars. And now let's just duplicate this. I'll drag one over across next door here. And we'll flip the picture on that one. And again, I'm going to duplicate. I'm sure you know what I'm going to do. Pull that one over there. Now for my button here, let's cheat a little bit. Let's steal the stars from this button up here. So I'm going to hit the 3 little dots. I'm going to copy the attributes. I'm going to go down here. I'm just going to right click on this one. I'm going to paste the attributes. Just the design ones. And we got our little full width button there. Fantastic. Okay, now we got that. I'm going to duplicate it. And again, I'm just going to pull one across. Dump it under here. Same again. And we'll dump it under here. Perfect. Now, obviously, you want to go into your button. Say, model 4, because I had 1, 2, and 3 above. I'm going to copy that. Going to go next door. Just pasted that in there. I'm going to change that to a 5, funnily enough. And of course, you can't guess what I'm going to do this one. And this will be model number 6. Okay. Well, initially, I don't want to see any of these here. And I want to be able to pull them up with our buttons like we did above there. If we were to just hide all of these using the toggle visibility, for instance, if I was to go into our blurb module here, hide it on desktop, and I'd hide this one, and I'd hide this one. If we were to look at it on the front end, just refresh this page, you'll see it's collapsed down. There's no height because our blog modules aren't there. The reason they're there on this end, it's just grayed them out to let us know we've hidden them. So we need to undo that. And also it looks like I need to just edit the image on this one. And we'll unhide these ones. And I'll show you a better way to do this. Great. So I'm actually going to go down. I'm going to create a little bit of CSS. I'm going to create a couple of class names. So right under my button here, I'm going to add a new module. I'm just going to add a code module. They don't take up much space, so you can put it pretty much anywhere on your page you want. We're going to be using CSS for this. We need to tell it that by adding some style tags. So it's left pointy bracket, the word style, S-T-Y-L-E, and right pointy bracket. When we put in the right one, it puts in a closing style tag for us. In between, I'm going to create 2 classes. First one, I'm going to call hide. So it's a class name. We need to put a dot or a period in front. Then the name. You can call it what you want, but it wants to be unique. I'm going to open and close some curly brackets. I'm going to say opacity 0. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down one. I'm going to create another class name called perhaps show.show. Open and close some more curly brackets. In between, you may be ahead of me. Opacity, colon, I'm going to make it 100%, which is fully visible. 0 is invisible, 100% is fully visible. Now I just need to add a class name or an attribute to each of these. To hide it, like I say, it'll still be there, but it will just be invisible. I'm going to go into my blurb module. I'm going to go over to advanced and attributes. I'm going to add an attribute. We're using class names for this, so I'm going to click on class. It already knows it's a class. Which one? Hide. Now we don't need to use the dot when we're putting it in here, just the name that we gave it, HIDE. And look what happens. It's already disappeared. So to save a bit of time, rather than go in both of these, I can right click on here. I can extend the attributes. Not to the entire page. I just want to do the parent row, the row that they're sitting in here. Not to all the modules. I just want to do the blurb modules. Attributes, all modded field. Yep, extend. As you can see, those have disappeared. Now, before I go any further, I want to label these so we can find them easier. I'm on the first blurb right here. You could do this before you hide them if you want to. So over in content, I'm going to go down to the meta, which used to be the admin label here. I'm going to call this B4, blurb 4, because I've got 3 at the top already. I'm going to click on the next one. We're in the right place. Let's call this one B5. And click on the next one. Again, we're in the right place. We'll call this one B6. Now you can call these what you want. It's just for us to identify when we add an interaction to this button. So for instance, if I click on this button, you'll see we're in the button. Now we can go over to our advanced and add an interaction. When I click on this button, don't want it to toggle the visibility, because as we've seen, that's not going to work. It'll collapse the whole section. I want to toggle an attribute. Target module, this is where that name just came in. We want B4. Fantastic. As you can see, it's got it right there. Just makes it so much more easy to identify, because it brings up the whole tree of the page here if you've given it an admin label or some metadata, as I should say in Divi 5 here. Great. Well, we've got that. Attribute name. Well, it's a class name. And we call it show, S-H-O-W. So it should flip from hide to show when we click on it. Just to make sure it's going to work, let's save our changes again. We'll go back to this page. This should now be full hide. I'll roll down, there we are. Model 4, it's going to pop up that one right there perfectly. Perfect. So we just need to do the other two. So we'll click on the next button. We'll add an interaction. You've got to do exactly the same thing on click. I want to toggle the attribute. Target module for this one is B5. There it is right there. And you may be thinking, let's just put the name in here. It's a class of show. Now you may be thinking I could have extended the attributes. I tried that actually and it confused it a little bit. So I find it easier just to put them in manually here. And we'll go into number 3, add the interaction on click. Toggle the attribute. And the target module, B6. It's a class name. And we know the name, it's show. So we should be good to go now. Let's save our changes here. Now when we go back, we'll refresh this page again. 4 should pop up 4. 5 should pop up 5. 6 should pop up 6. Perfect. And you can toggle and have as many or as few as you want. Nice little interactive thing. And being able to flip out little attributes like that is a really handy thing to do. And these should still work up here, hopefully. Perfect. So there we go, guys. There's how to use an interaction to toggle attributes. In this case, we've used opacity. Now, I know some people have a little problem with CSS code. It really is simple. If you've just copied what I've done here, there's my code module. I'll copy and paste this and put it down below. What I can't copy and paste though are the style tags, and it's just left pointy bracket, the word style, right pointy bracket, because I'm not allowed to put those pointy brackets down there. But I'll put this little bit of code down there for anybody who just wants to copy and paste. It really is that simple. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions either about Divi 4 or Divi 5, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.